Hi.
How you guys doing? Can I just have you guys look at the camera and smile for a selfie? Alex, you're just a little dark.
Oh no.
That's a little better. All right, look at the camera. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Have a good chat.
Thank you. Hi, Colleen.
How are you?
I'm great. How you doing? Oh, let me just turn the volume up a little bit. Can you say one more time, please?
I'm great. How are you?
Great, thank you. Yeah, I just want to say it's a real pleasure getting to meet you. You're like honestly one of my favorite voiceover actors, and like I'm really happy to have this opportunity because I gotta be honest, like I don't feel safe going to in-person cons right now because of this pandemic we're in.
I understand. I know it's scary. Yeah, I went to my first one in person and it's a little, but I totally understand. So it's
Yeah,
to do this. So thank you, galaxycon, for making this happen.
definitely. I actually had a voice acting question I wanted to ask you. So this is actually for anime dubbing. So I'm just curious, like, cause I know anime can get really intense with all the, fights and screaming, all that stuff, and you usually do lines one-on-one. So when you're dubbing the lines, and do you usually save like all the intense stuff for last, or?
Sometimes it depends.
Yeah.
I like to go in order, but yeah, if there's something that's really big, the directors are really kind and they try not to make you do it more than once.
Yeah.
On the first take, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do like to save this stuff for
Definitely.
the end. I appreciate it. But.
Yeah, I was curious because I actually really want to get into voice acting myself. Like I tried it. It's a really good stress reliever. It's like something I really want to do with my life.
It's great. It really is. It's I always say it's the best job ever. I'm so
Oh yeah.
happy that I get to do it.
Well, I mean, it does have its perks because like so many rejections and like you never know when your career could potentially fall flat, because it is a freelance job.
It is, and it does happen. It's very roller coastery. Like if you're like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
well, I guess I'm never gonna work again, and then all of a sudden, you do. So it is. You're up, you're down. You're up, you're down.
Right. But I'm just curious, like, how do you usually handle rejections, like as a professional actor?
You can't take it personally.
Right.
What I do for me, I consider auditioning part of my job.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, the audition is the job.
Yeah, and that's part of the job. And lots of times, like you have to think of it as, yes, in this moment I'm auditioning for this part,
right.
But really I think of it more in terms of auditioning for that casting director, because maybe for whatever reason, and not because I wasn't good, but
right.
I didn't work for that part or that show or whatever else that they were working on. But they were, I mean, I've had casting directors bring me in and be like, I'm so happy to finally be working with you.
Yeah.
Because I've heard your auditions over the years and I've wanted to, and for whatever reason, it just wasn't right. And so you never know. I mean, that can happen seriously years later.
Oh, yeah.
So it's hard, especially if there's a part that you really want.
Right.
You don't always hear either.
Right.
You have to do it and do your very best and then let it go.
Yeah, it's like it's good to keep auditioning because it's like, the more casting directors you meet, like the more you could potentially get a role from them later on. It's like just good to have a positive attitude, make connections, know many different people. That's one thing I've learned.
Yeah, you have to use your, audition is your opportunity.
Yeah.
Work later.
So, definitely.
Yeah, and if you didn't audition, then you'd never work. So.
Right. Because like, having a, very like cocky attitude, it's not something you can have in this business. Like it will catch up to you.
No, and you have to have a thick skin. You have to not.
Right.
It's personal, but you can't. You wouldn't last because you'd just be depressed all the time.
Yeah. Because like I've seen actors on social media, like not in like the LA area, but mostly in like indie projects and that stuff who do like have shown that like they get really offended over like being rejected, and it's like, well, it looks like your career's over.
Well, hopefully not, but
hopefully not. Yeah,
you can't take it personally, and you have to. No, it is what it is.
Yeah. I couldn't help but notice your Naruto shirt. That looks really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's got all the cast members.
Yep, and my necklace too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's great.
I think we're almost out of time though.
Oh geez, time goes so quickly.
No, do you have one last question or?
Actually, yes. Could I get a little shout out from Ino Yamanaka?
Absolutely. Hey, Alex, I'm gonna mind transfer jutsu you.
Thank you so much, Colleen. It was nice meeting you.
It's great to meet you too, Alex. Take care.
Take care.